Good evening, Happy New Year, and welcome to the very first edition for 2008 of the Gobbling Gourmet. Now, some people ask, why the Gobbling Gourmet? Well, if you've ever shared a meal with me, you know I have a tendency to gobble down my cuisine, hence the Gobbling Gourmet. So anyway, I hope everyone's having a nice new year. I'd like to thank all of your nice comments and really, thanks a lot, because to tell you the truth, first episode, I wasn't planning on doing more than one episode, and kind of as a joke, this summer we had a barbecue, and I hosted a queue and had graciously offered some of my guests some leftover squid and beans, and was a bit ridiculed, and nothing steams my beans more than ridiculing my cuisine. So, as a bit of a sarcastic retort, I decided to do an episode for these certain people that do obviously lack an adventurous palate. You know who you are. But thanks for the inspiration. So, thanks to all the kind comments from friends of the show. I'm coming up with all kinds of good ideas for future episodes. One episode we'll be doing shortly will be a request. Liz Castle from Woodstock, New York writes, do you do a paella? Liz, I don't know how to do paella. I don't even know if I've ever eaten paella. But I'm going to learn, because lots of life's all about learning. So we're going to learn how to do a paella. Alright. So tonight's episode, we're going to do something that has been eaten here on the mainland of the Western Hemisphere and around the world for centuries, if not the beginning of time. Something known as red chili, or chili colorado. Colorado is red, of course. Ingredients include these New Mexico chilies that we got in the store. Pull back and sell Foodland. I don't usually eat pork, but we're going to use the other white meat, pork, because that's kind of traditionally how my mom makes this recipe. And my uncle happens to be the local chili champ in his town in New Mexico. Also, we need a little bit of flour, I just found out tonight. Some cilantro, and of course garlic. Lots of garlic. So step one, go to Foodland to get our chili. Foodland. The best selection of chili in town. Foodland. We're going to New Mexico chili, $5.99. Foodland. For all your octopus needs. And perhaps some cow tongue. We got a whole bag of red chili. Step two, we're going to go to Santa Cruz Market and pick up a little bit of fresh pork. Me da medio libre de ese puerco ahí. Porfa. Me da una pieza de esa carne seca. ¿Medio libre? Sí. ¿Me da pescado? Alright, our first step will be to take all our chilies. Now we're going to tear off, they come dried real nicely. So all we do is tear off our little stem. Now we throw the chilies into the blender. Then we're going to add some filtered water. Arrowhead preferably, straight from the mountain spring. Usually I drink green tea, but tonight I've opted for some of this rice wine, better known as sake. So we're going to blend our chilies with a little water, and you can throw a little oil in here too if you like. We want to blend it as fine as possible. Okay, soon here we'll be. Alright, we blended the shicer out of this. You want to blend it as good as you can, so I let it blend for at least 5 minutes now. And we're going to go ahead and cut this pork into bite-sized chunks. You can actually use any beef too, I guess, or you don't even need to use any meat. which most times I don't, but I wanted to do it the way my mom made it when I was coming up. And she still does. I guarantee she's got some in her fridge tonight as we speak. I'd also like to congratulate the original bombster, Barack Obama, for taking the Iowa caucus. Well done. He's my favorite candidate of the bunch, except for Ron Paul. I like him too. I guess I have to congratulate Hucklebilly Hound Dog too, but I'm not that into that coup. Anyway, it's an important election, so everyone please vote. So we're gonna cut this up real fine, and we're gonna cut up a bunch of garlic too, like 6 pieces of cloves of garlic, about 7. And I'm gonna put like half of it in when I fry the meat right now, and then I'll put the other half after it starts boiling, because supposedly if you like garlic, if you cut garlic and then let it sit for 10 minutes, it's at its best. So we squish it in its husk, and then we trim a little end, and it's a lot easier like that. Shakes, don't be ridiculous. Okay, let's get too rowdy. I'm gonna have to throw them out of the studio here. Just a second. We're chopping our garlic, it's fine, as humanly possible. We're gonna throw in a little olive oil. You can use any kind of oil you like. I prefer olive oil. And I should have bought another bottle before I started tonight's filming. But I think I have enough to cook this. Throw that olive oil. I'm gonna throw these little chunks. I cut them up pretty good. It's only a half a pound, but that'll be plenty.